Hey, what's up, AfterBuzzers? You are tuning into the AfterBuzz TV After Show for The Voice. Tonight, we are going to be chatting about the top 11 and tonight's elimination. So make sure you stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome to the AfterBuzz TV After Show for The Voice. You are tuning in here live with us here for The Voice on AfterBuzz TV. We have the top 11. We're going to be talking about tonight. We had an elimination again. But for now, I'm your host. My name is Dani Golub. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Dani Golub. Co-hosts, where can they find you if they want to chat it up about The Voice?
I'm Lina Noory, and you can find me all over the internet at Lina Noory.
I'm Mayte Carrillo, and you can find me everywhere at Mayte Carrillo _.
And I'm Russell Ray. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Russell Ray Silva.
All right, so lots to talk about tonight. We had our elimination of the night. We had Janice, unfortunately, go home, which, like I said, at this point in the competition,
It happens.
no, it's really at this point in the competition, like it's just like everyone's so good that when someone goes home, it's always a shame because they're all so talented at this point that it sucks to see anybody not make it all the way to the end. But that's unfortunately the nature of.
But she was one of the best ones.
She really was. I think vocally, just her ability is like up there. I mean, we'll get into everyone's tonight, but I think that her skill set, like her pure talent, is very, very strong compared to some of the other people in the competition even.
Yeah, and she was a great pair with Miley, too.
Right, I don't necessarily think she made great song choices, and I didn't love all the performances, and I didn't really feel like I got to know her, which is why I think she's probably leaving. Like, I don't feel like her personality connected with me the same way that some of the other artists had, and maybe I think at this point, like, when it comes to live voting, that just happens, you know?
I personally think it was maybe because she didn't choose a lane.
Yeah, I
Like
could see that.
she was very versatile, which is always good to be versatile, and her vocal range is amazing. But the fact that she didn't just kind of stick to one lane might have hurt her in the long run.
She last night sang "Collective Souls Shine," and like her outfit was amazing too. She looked so
Her
good.
hair, that gold, silver.
Silver.
Yes,
It matched the outfit as well.
Yeah.
And it matched the title of the song, which was so cool. I think at this point in the competition, like I said, they're always like looking and sounding like pop stars, and they have like, I mean, I was shocked by all the like backup singers last night and like drummers, and I feel like I was at
A concert.
Yeah.
I was watching these performances, and I was like, I forget who it was. I was trying to listen to one of them sing. I think it was one of the girls. Maybe it was Addison. No, or I don't remember. It was one of them, but like, I
With the
couldn't even hear her because
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh,
Brooke.
that was
It was Brooke.
Was it Brooke?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes. What about us? She said,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
about us? Yeah, she was really, but you know what? I think they did I liked it. I felt entertained, and I like how they kind of did something different with each person. Like one
the
person was like the
theatrical
drums.
aspects?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another person had like a violin, and then somebody
Chloe
else
had a backup singer. Like, Chloe had like a duet almost at the beginning. Like, when
Yeah,
I was
but
listening-
you
I mean, it
couldn't
was
even
amazing.
tell, yeah.
No, but I was just saying, like, I felt like they were all like legitimate pop stars based on the like production value went up a lot this week.
They want people's
I
votes.
feel like my real struggle is that whoever I thought was going to be in the final, first John went home, now Janice went home. I for sure thought they were going to be
In the
at
final?
least in the final, like top 5. And the
Yeah.
fact that they both went home, it's starting to make me question, like, what is the voters at home looking for? And I would honestly say, just from having actually interviewed the top 12, that I do think a strong part of it is their on-camera personality, like
Yeah.
how much you get to know them, which I understand because we talked about this and the show being called The Voice. Is it really the voice and a performer? Because if that's the case, I do not think John or Janice should be going home right now.
I agree.
But it is about who the voters think is more likable. And Noah is, as Team Adam said themselves, Noah's own team said
He's
that
like America's sweetheart.
he's America's sweetheart. Like, that's what they called him on the interview.
Yeah.
And he kind of like just smiled and blushed. And he's really quiet. And I'm not saying that John and Janice didn't have like an outgoing personality.
Yeah.
It's just their presence in terms of branding themselves to
Yeah.
the viewers just lacked somehow. Because
Yeah.
definitely as an artist and performer, those two should have been on the top.
Yeah, and you have such a limited amount of time too to kind of develop that,
Yeah.
because not everyone's gonna have it right off the bat. So it was surprising for me because I feel, and I agree with you, that I feel like John had the whole total package, and you know the fact that he just didn't make it as far as he did. Like, it's a give and take. Like, either you have your personality and you have everything in line, or you're not gonna get like agreed by, I don't know, your voters or your viewers, or you're kind of like a little mixed in the middle, like Janice, and you
Sometimes they
know,
get
don't stick
lost.
to that you get lost, and then your voters don't see that. So it's like a give and take situation for both of them. So
And they both have amazing personalities, so I'm not saying that when I met them, I didn't like them.
No, it's
Yeah.
more just
It's
like
just
what you
their
get to see on
presence.
Portrayal.
camera.
yeah.
And what you get to what the production of the show chooses to show us and not show us. But we were just talking about him a little bit. Let's chat more about Noah Mack. He sang "Electric Love," Bourne's song. I absolutely loved this
I love
performance.
that song.
I love the song. Loved his performance. I felt like I was watching like. I know he probably gets this a lot, but I felt like it was like Harry Styles. You know what I mean? And like the brand that Harry's,
I got that.
the brand that Harry's
I got that.
embracing right now
Yeah.
felt very much like this performance, down to the look, the sound, and I
The
like
hair.
The hair. I was
He
like,
cut
Yeah.
his hair a little
I
bit.
was looking at him and I just was like, okay, this kid's a pop star. 1, 2, he's actually really talented, and I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
every week we always say he's getting better, he's getting better, he's getting better. He has continued to like just
He looks
every
like
week.
Edward
Yeah.
Cullen there
Yeah,
from Twilight.
he's so cute, and he's such a good, talented kid. Like, I want to just like give him a hug. You know, he's so good. I don't know. I thought that this was like his performance that sealed the deal for him going to the finals, in my
It's-
opinion.
I feel like he's a mixture between Harry Styles and James Dean. Just like a curly
Oh,
hair
like a
James
little,
Dean.
yeah. Like throwing it back.
Yeah.
I feel like if he doesn't make it to be like a top 3 or top 4 or like top 2, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Did you hear the
Because
crowd literally screech?
all the
when he won?
girls.
It was like,
That was before you even
Yeah.
started singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get excited about him because everyone I've thought is going to
Yeah,
win
that's true.
has now been
That's true.
eliminated.
Yep.
But
We
he
actually
Don't get
truly-
excited about him.
But he truly is
Brooke's
very
eliminated.
likable. And honestly, he barely spoke during the interview. He was just like standing there.
sort of sweet
And just his
sad.
other teammates were like complimenting him. And you know, he has a little like, what's the little
Swoop.
hair thing that.
Yeah.
I think it's the hair that makes people famous. Because you guys remember when Justin Bieber had that hair?
Yep.
Yeah.
The swoop.
Something iconic, you know what I mean? Like something
Or
about
Justin
your look.
Guarini,
that's
too.
Yeah, true, with his big afro.
Bruno
yeah, his
Mars.
curly hair.
And you know, Harry Styles is performing. I think they aired it yesterday or
Victoria's
today.
Secret
That Victoria's
fashion show.
Secret.
Tonight.
I could
Yeah.
totally see him
Oh, me too.
on the stage
Yeah.
at Victoria's Secret. All
And,
like
like,
the
10 years,
models
yeah.
walking down.
No,
Just
like,
like
Oh my god, he's so young.
3-4 years.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Harry Styles is young too.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's really
yeah.
young.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think that Noah is gonna make something of himself from the show. We always talk about how like there hasn't been a huge star, this and that. If they can't make a star out of this kid, then somebody's messing up. You know what I mean? It's like
I don't think it necessarily just comes down to them making someone a star. I think it comes down to that individual making a star to themselves.
yeah, it's
He's
true.
if
very
you don't,
likable,
if
yeah.
you don't go for your opportunities and you don't, this is an opportunity for each one of these people to connect
That's
with
true.
producers, with directors, with artists, everybody there's publicists that are around, there are managers that are around. If you're not like, hey, when Voice is done, if I don't make it, go
Yeah.
ahead and give me a
Is
call.
Call
he-
me. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I know his following grew, but is he actually active? Because I don't think
know,
a
I'm gonna
lot of
look.
these artists realize that social media is like the new way to connect to your audience. And I've noticed that
Oh, they just verified all them today. The top. They always like do that at one point. Go through and verify like the top
Yeah.
11. So
Yeah.
congrats on your verifications and your blue check marks.
You verified.
some of them, by the way, when I was asking them what their
Credit
Twitter
score.
handles were, didn't know what their Twitter handles were. They're like,
Oh
I think it's
my gosh.
no,
Oh,
I
no.
swear to God.
That is
And
not
they're
good.
they're getting interviewed by Twitter, and they're like, I think it's something official. And I wanted to say, like, hey, this is a voting show. It's a free outlet, podium, whatever you want to call it, to reach out and talk and tweet your thoughts and say thank you.
That's what
And
you
if
do one
he's
of these-
doing that, it's
that's what
gonna make a
Twitter
huge
handles,
difference.
goddammit, you know? Like threaten them with
Is
their
he active
lives.
on there?
Yeah, he's pretty active on his social media. He has like 66,000 on Instagram, and
Shoot.
he's posting a lot and stuff. Yeah, he's got verified
Look
now.
at that
and
hair,
everything.
that
Look at
black
that.
and white.
He's
Yeah.
getting fan art even
He's
drawn
got
of him
okay,
at this
guys.
point.
He's got it covered. He's got the fan art. He's got the food selfie.
Yeah.
He
That's
has-
not a
Okay.
very good quality food.
He's
photo.
got
Yeah.
he's
He
got
needs
the
an
street
iPhone
style.
8 X.
He's got the street style photo, the stage, and then the piece of art. You guys, someone is helping him with his Instagram. No, I'm
Good.
just
Okay,
kidding.
good.
Oh yeah,
Good.
I mean,
Good
I
for
actually.
you, Noah.
So I worked at
Good for
NBC,
him.
and like I know
How
that
you
they
doing?
help them with the social media.
Oh, they
like,
do? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Our social media like people there, not ours anymore. I don't work there anymore. But when I used to work there, like they would advise like once you get to this point in the show, they coach you on how to do it. I mean, he still has to do it himself, but like they
Yeah.
definitely start to help. But yeah, I thought his performance was great. Moving on, let's talk about your favorite, Chloe.
Chloe.
Chloe sang Total Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler. Very challenging song. I will say, I was impressed with like her being able to own that stage, and I'm telling you, like, I was still like on a high from her outfit last week. Like, I haven't even come down from it. She looks so cool right now. Like, I want to be her.
Me too.
She's like the best thing that's ever happened to Team Blake, because Team Blake, I feel like, is always one type of singer, and Chloe could not be more different than what Blake's team usually is.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like she's doing so well, and like he's helping her grow out of her comfort zone and choosing great songs for her.
Yeah, I feel like as time goes on too, she's getting more into her own comfort zone. Like, she's putting more of her opinion in, and she's putting more of her style. And it was funny because there was a time, I think, where Blake was kind of a little bit apprehensive about her. Like, he wasn't sure if he was going to choose her to be like one of her top 3. But man, it was so worth it. Like, her performance last night killed it. Me and my sister were watching it together, and she turned around and she's like, this girl's gonna make it. Like, if she doesn't win, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. And I completely agree. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, you know how you were saying how, you know, you look for someone to, like, your favorite, and then you want them to win all the way up to the end. Like, you're rooting
She's
for
the
them. She's the one for me.
Don't jinx it, girl.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like at a
she's
certain
like my
point,
Kelly Clarkson that I was like
look
rooting
how
for
cool
since
she
the
is.
beginning.
You know, I feel like at a certain point you do make those emotional connections to an artist, and now it's like, okay, like, even next week if she doesn't make the best song choice, like, you still remember last week and the week before, and like now you're voting for a person, not just for one performance.
Doesn't she look like Miley there?
She does. She's so beautiful, and she's so talented.
She has such
so
a unique
talented.
look, and as an artist, you have to have the full package, which is why I'm still confused why John went home, because I feel like he did have the full package, but she looks great. I thought it was a great song choice. I like her. She's another person I thought would make it to the top, but I guess it's anybody's guess next week who's going to go home.
Well, she set the bar up high.
Well,
like,
last
she
night,
really did.
She was very like Stevie Nicks.
I was getting
and
Stevie Nicks vibes
Carole
from her.
King-ish. Like, if she becomes a songwriter,
Oh my
she'll
God.
be the next Carole King.
Yes.
Like, she will have all the hits. She has the looks. She has the talent. She has
the
everything
charisma,
that she needs.
the whole
And,
package.
and I think everyone agrees with you, because last night she was #1 on iTunes.
See?
Amazing.
Yeah.
So she got to #1
Good
on
for her.
iTunes and thus made the top 10 because of it. And that #1 on iTunes goes a long way, because, like I said, it 10 times the votes.
That was a Legend's performance.
Yeah, it
Hands
really
down.
was. And that's such a challenging song to sing
So
as well. It
good.
wasn't
Yeah.
like she just came out there and like sang an easy song. Like, that's a very
No.
challenging song, and I thought
Yeah.
it was so cool that she still owned the stage, even like without.
Yeah.
With having that background singer, it was like kind of weird and different from what we're used to with The Voice.
Mm-hmm.
But
I couldn't even hear the background singers.
Oh,
to be
I
honest.
heard it. No, it was cool because she was like harmonizing at the same time as like owning the stage, and it was a really unique performance. And I think that like what they're doing with her style right now is so awesome and so on
I love
brand.
it.
And
I need to know
She had the little tears.
who is their
Yeah, the
wardrobe
diamonds.
stylist, who is their makeup artist, and who's their hairstylist. Because I'm telling you,
I follow the
There's
Voice
an
wardrobe.
Instagram,
difference
yeah.
between audition tapes.
Yeah.
Oh, they
And
don't even
now.
look like the same people.
No.
Yeah, you can. I follow the Voice wardrobe and the Voice hair on Instagram.
Yeah,
They're
But
a
I
lot of
think
fun.
Voice hair.
they definitely give their own input, because even when you see them in person or even when you see them on stage, they all still have like their own unique style.
Oh, yeah, like this is so.
so they're
her.
giving their input,
Yeah.
but
and
She
she's
was
so
so
young
into-
too.
yeah.
Like, it's crazy. I mean,
how old is she again?
I think she's 18.
Yeah, she's a kid. I mean, she's so talented, and
To
she's
have a-
having her moment.
Power like that at the
I
age of
can't.
18.
I
Could you
can't.
imagine?
No.
Just walking into a room and commanding
Owning
the
it.
room with your voice at the age of 18.
Yeah.
To have such a Legend's tone to you and just be so timeless with your voice. I feel like we could have played her music in the 70s and it would be no problem.
That's true.
Before,
But some of them
now.
are super shy, so what you see in person is might not who you get on the stage.
Yeah, but
Alter
I
egos.
think
She's
that's
not
big
shy.
with a lot of artists. I mean,
Yeah.
think about just Beyonce with Sasha Fierce, you know what I mean? Like, I think that a lot of people who are artists and musicians, like, that is where they come out of their shell, and maybe interviews aren't necessarily their specialty.
Forte.
Yeah. Speaking of powerhouse voices, Keisha Renee had
yeah.
another big performance. She sang It Matters to Me. She sang a Faith Hill song. I was kind of hoping she would steer a little bit away from the country this week, but I really liked her performance. I also think she looked absolutely beautiful. They had her in like the floral dress. Very, very pretty. Good performance. I can't say a negative thing about her and the way she sounds, but like, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you
I
know
was
what
on
I
the same
mean?
page.
Like, I liked it. Am I
It's like
going
Red.
home and
It's
writing
just-
about it?
Yeah.
Red, I was disappointed this week because
Really?
like I wanted something different,
Oh,
and I
okay,
got
yeah.
exactly the same again. I think I feel the same way about Keisha at this point. It's like they're riding by as like, you know, well-trained, pure talent
Yeah.
that is like obviously so like polished, and they've been perfecting their craft for years and years. But like The Voice is somewhere where I want you to come and like take risks and step out of your comfort zone, and neither of them have really done that for me.
Red hasn't really done that for me.
But I don't think Keisha really has either the last few weeks. Like, since we've gotten to the live shows, it's been a lot of the same from her, and I really like her as an artist, and I love her sound.
But sometimes it works against you. We've seen that sometimes when
bored,
people take risks.
I get bored.
We're like, whoa, that was not
True.
a
That was
not
not
a
a
good song choice.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, I get it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like,
Give us a little spice.
give me something, like, sing something that's like, I'm gonna be like, well, like Chloe, I didn't expect that from her, and that was like, whoa, and it was a risk, but it wasn't like a high, like, it wasn't a risk where I thought she really could have.
It wasn't a far stretch.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like with Keisha, it was.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
She's also really young. You guys have to understand, she really doesn't also kind of maybe know her brand. Like, I'm very
Chloe?
surprised that Chloe at 18 has like such a powerhouse voice. Like, she's very.
Keisha's not young.
Sorry, not Keisha. I'm sorry.
You're probably thinking
okay.
Cheyenne, because she.
I was
also,
thinking Cheyenne, but I was actually talking
'Cause we were
about
looking at
Chloe.
the video.
That's why I'm surprised that at such a young age, she has such like a powerhouse voice because she literally, like you said, like her presence is known when you walk to her, which I know we were not talking about her, but I was watching
Right.
that.
No, it's
And is this going live, by the way?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, probably.
Is it? I don't know. I hope so. I hope everyone can see it. If you don't, we're just looking at the sky.
Where are they looking? I was watching.
Oh, Lord.
They literally had Chloe's performance up, and I just Sam was still talking
Now
about
this
Chloe.
is Keisha.
Keisha.
Yeah, this is Keisha. Yeah.
Another young contestant, Addison. She sang "A Case of You." Joni
Yeah.
Mitchell's.
I love her.
I love her. She is just so cute.
She
Like, really
killed
is.
it.
She did kill it. Another one, like week after week, I see her getting better. I think this was a good song choice. I think this week as a whole, this episode, I wasn't like as obsessed with the song choices as I was last week. I was like, they were good, but maybe it's just like my taste in music. I didn't connect with them the same way that, I'm sure other people did. I wasn't like running to buy any of these on iTunes, maybe besides Chloe's, but like, yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah,
I like her.
I thought Addison's performance this week was better than last week.
Yes.
So
Yes,
and she totally improved
That's
from
true.
last
Yeah,
week.
last week
And
was a bit weak.
Yeah, she caught my attention this time around, and I completely loved her performance and her song choice. Like, it was just perfect for her.
Yeah, I didn't even
can't.
know. I had no idea what the song was. But I was like, oh, this sounds great with her. Like,
Yeah.
I'll buy it. And I think that's the point that they try to get with us
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
viewers,
she
is
gave
that
me,
you don't
like-
want to really know the artist.
And she gave me like Norah Jones vibes. Very
Nora. Come through,
soothing.
Nora.
Yeah, I love Norah Jones.
Yes.
Very soothing. Like she's like a storyteller. I feel.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that she was saying and how she was expressing her words, and I felt it, like her presence and everything. So she's like moving up. I'm like, okay.
I really think at this point, this is like the top 11. They're all incredible artists, like as Dani was saying. So either we're gonna like their performance, or once in a while we're just gonna get like a wow.
Right.
Like someone's
no
really
one's
gonna blow us away.
I don't think that anyone at this point, at least for me, is like disappointing.
I
like,
was
don't
disappointed
think
last night.
You were? Oh, okay, we'll get to it.
We'll get to that.
I'm just like, there are certain people where I'm just like,
Uh-oh.
Nobody was that bad.
That's what I mean. Like, we're at a point now where it's like,
Yeah.
no matter what, like you have talent. You're
Yeah.
here. You
I
made
think
it
I
to
know
the
what you're talking about.
Top. Who is it? Let's talk about him.
It was Davon Fleming.
Oh,
my God,
really?
what?
Totally not feeling it last night.
Oh my gosh,
Just
I
not feeling it.
could not
It's
disagree
such
more.
a tough song to
I loved
rock.
He should have took a whole different angle to that because he has such a powerful voice. I don't know why he was trying to take a feminine approach to it, like
So he's
like
saying,
almost
but
like
that's
a
so
Whitney.
good.
It doesn't matter. Johnny Manuel from America's Got Talent killed that song, and he took.
I know Johnny.
He hit it with the. You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah,
performance
I
I'm
know
talking
exactly what you're
about. He
talking
nailed it because he
I
hit
do
it
AGT too.
in a different octave, and he totally nailed that song. Davon struggled at the beginning, and it was like.
Well, maybe he was trying to do something
His head
different. Like that's
voice.
what we're saying is we want someone to do something
song-
different,
the
and then when
song-
they do it, sometimes it's.
I don't know if it was different, but he was definitely trying to portray almost fill Whitney's shoes, and it's like you can't really do that with that song. You have to take it and you have to put. He has more of a soulful approach, so he has to put more of a soulful approach to the
See,
beginning and change the
yeah.
head voice.
So he's saying, I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston,
Yes.
just FYI for everyone who maybe missed it. Yeah, I personally loved this performance. I love this song, and so maybe that had something to do with it, but I didn't think that he sounded too much like Whitney, because like I said, whenever you have like a male voice covering a female song, like I think naturally it sounds a little bit different, so...
I'm not saying he sounded like Whitney, I'm saying he
He
tried to sound like Whitney.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, he, for me, is just one of those ones that, like, his voice is, like, smooth and so pure and, like, his talent is just so evident when he sings
You
a song
guys
like
always
this.
definitely
No,
got
it's because this
No,
is such a like this is such a like
yeah.
OG song that I want to hear it being sang like Whitney Houston. I want to hear those high notes. I want to hear that
That's
like
not the
towards
high
the
notes is
end.
not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about his head voice when he approached the song itself. He didn't take it with power. You know what I mean? And take
You think
a
he
different
went into
perspective.
slow?
No, he came in.
I thought he like built it up.
He tried
up
to come
until,
in
like,
with. I'm
the
talking about the
end.
head voice. When you sing with the head voice, it's a little bit higher, a little bit lighter, but he didn't nail that like he should have, because he has such a powerful voice.
I don't know the technicals of the high voice and the low voice, but I do give him respect for trying to do something different. Like that's what we've been saying every single week for the last couple weeks is we want people to start giving us different songs. It's just we don't want that. Oh, that was good. Like
also
that's
like-
what I expected from so and so.
When it comes to like personality, I just feel like he's also like seems really lovable to me. Like I think he looks like I don't
Great
know.
personality.
Yeah, like I like him as a full package. I also think that he's someone this season that at least for me has been like kind of underrated. Like I don't find myself like talking about him a lot even on this show. But like then he comes out and does something like this. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about you. Like you deserve to be here. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean maybe it wasn't his strongest or the song choice may have not been for everyone. But I thought it was a great performance and he's going next week. I would hope to hear something else from him next week. I don't really know. Like
So what could have made it better?
He had to come in with the lower note and a different octave, and he would have nailed it. Like he would have blown it out the water. But he hit it at the wrong octave, which was.
is that his fault though, or is that Jennifer's fault? That's you know what I
Probably
mean.
Jennifer's.
It's probably both because she let him sing it like that.
And he's a Whitney fan.
And he's a
so
Whitney
he
fan,
probably
and so
wanted
is
to sound
she.
just like Whitney.
Exactly. I mean, I think that like maybe these artists on this show don't have the same experience and ear that like someone like Jennifer would if she should have caught that and called that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's
like,
a good point because I didn't think about that, but that's what she should have done because he definitely should have came in at a different octave.
right. Because I think in the end of the day, like they do what their coaches say. Like you watch them in the pre-package and they're like, oh, I want you to do it a little bit more like this. Then you hear them in the performance and they do it exactly like that.
Yeah.
Like they do it. So like if Jennifer told him to do it like this, he's showing up and doing it like this.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
How do you not listen to your coach?
Yeah, exactly.
I just honestly commend him on really just doing something different and trying to like break
Yeah.
out of the norm.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's Whitney Houston song. No matter what, there's gonna be a lot of criticism that's falling behind doing the Whitney Houston song.
Of course.
You're never
I
gonna do
agree.
it like Whitney Houston.
You're never gonna make everybody happy with that song.
like everyone
It's such a beautiful
gave
song.
Christina Aguilera heat about
Yep.
the Whitney Houston songs. There's some people that had faces like,
Yeah,
and some people thought it was great, and some
big
people were like
face.
props.
Justin Hartley. Did you see Justin Hartley's face?
No, what was
Oh
it?
gosh, Justin Hartley in Pink during
Make
the
it.
performance
Let
of
me see.
Both.
Oh yeah, Pink. Yeah.
Like that literally made them. And
Was
then
it
Pink
real
was
or
like,
is it
I was
edited?
no.
I always
there
wonder
was
if it's
no.
No, Pink was like this.
Yeah.
It was
But she
like-
was like looking up. She was looking
Like
up.
she
She's
smoked
like,
a fart. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like when you whistle and a dog's like,
did they ever
That's-
comment?
Yeah,
comment on
Pink
that?
tweeted
Like,
and said,
Pink told everybody to F off.
I
pretty much.
wasn't making a cringe face at that. Like I actually loved the performance and whatever.
oh yeah, right. They had beef, so
Yeah.
we all know
No,
where that's
they
at.
reconciled. Christina brought her onto The Voice a couple seasons ago.
Well, regardless,
Pish posh. Pish
regardless,
posh.
Christina Aguilera has an incredible voice.
Yes.
And someone's always gonna have something to say when you're doing.
You're covering an icon.
Yeah, when you're covering an icon, especially Whitney Houston.
Except when Demi Lovato did Lionel Richie. Everyone loved that. Like, I feel like that was like, everyone loved that. No?
But it's
Oh, God,
comparing
yeah.
female to male
Reviews?
voice. You
Yeah,
always
that's
kind of
true, that's
give
true.
like a percentage of like a gray area when you're doing male to female, except for
Yeah.
him with the performance from last night. He's not given a 10% gray area.
Which I just like I said, I just wish he would have came in at a different octave and he would have nailed it. He has amazing voice, but like you said, it might have came down to Jennifer
yeah, we'll
suggesting to do that little bit of like,
Yeah.
you know,
Another one from last night that I
higher
liked.
whisper.
I feel like I like her, and y'all don't really care for her, but I think she's really good in terms of her brand, Ashland Craft. She sang Chicken Fried, Zach Brown Band, like last week.
She's like, you guys don't care.
Like last week,
Let me
like,
tell you about
everyone was
Ashley.
like, I hate her.
Y'all hate
I know.
her.
I like her.
I actually put good
I don't
notes about
mind-
her.
Okay,
No,
cool.
I don't mind her at all.
I put
I
her
think that
voice was
she's-
impeccable. That's it.
And
I
also
have
her
nothing else.
her outfit was amazing. I just feel like she sounds like every other great country star. Like when I watch her performance, I'm like, okay, this is like, you know, all the young girls in country right now, like Kelsey Ballerinis and whatever. Like she could just be one of them, you know.
I didn't dislike her at all last week.
I like
I was
her,
just
but
stuck
whatever.
on John getting eliminated last week. That's all I
Yeah.
talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't know how I feel about the Fringe.
I love it. She's like Hannah Montana. I don't know. I like her.
Oh,
No
it's
one
on
likes
her
her.
pants too, guys.
Yeah, I think she looks cool.
She's gonna shake it all out.
I enjoy her. Oh, she's cute. Whatever. She's gonna keep getting votes because people love this kind of music
Yeah.
that watch this show.
Oh, I think she was great. I think she was.
Yeah.
She did an
Wait,
impeccable
who said
job
they didn't
last
like
night.
her?
No, last week I was like so here for her performance, and everyone was like,
I was just stuck on like last week was just surprising with the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
eliminations.
I like her. I don't know. I think she's cool. She seems like a good time. I want to hang out with her.
She
I
kind
want
of
to see her do more.
Yeah.
looks like Jill Scott.
I would actually be interested to see her do like a more pop song, but with like a country twist to it. Like maybe step out of her comfort zone in that sense.
What if
Yeah,
she did
you know
I Feel
what?
Like
Shania
a-
Twain
What if she did
did.
I Feel Like It's a Woman by Shania Twain?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
that would be
popped
pretty
in my
cool. I think that would be neat. I feel like someone like her and someone like Red and someone like Keisha. Like when-
Keisha should have sang this song
maybe, yeah. I just feel like I got.
and worn that outfit.
I agree. But regardless,
Really?
like they
You
kind
didn't
of
like her outfit?
No, I loved her outfit.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she did
She
good.
should also wear this. No, I don't know. I just feel like it's with those three, like we're getting a lot of the same.
Russell's like, nobody should wear that outfit.
You don't like this outfit?
I'm not. No, we'll
No,
talk about it.
listen,
We'll talk
okay,
about it
guys.
after the show.
For
We'll go
country,
there after the show, and I'll
listen, for
explain.
country, I can understand the whole element of like
Yeah.
the brown belt and the jeans and the fringe, but I didn't think it was like a stage performance outfit at all.
Yeah.
I
I
thought it
think
was
she should have been a
cute.
little bit. I'm not saying the outfit's not cute. It's just I expected her to
For
be
the
more
stage?
dressed up how everyone else was.
Yeah, everyone
You
was,
could
like,
still do
glam.
the same twist, but a little bit more. This would be great for a performance
Like
if you're
Stagecoach.
Yeah, like exactly.
I'm thinking like a
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an outdoor.
Like an outdoor
barn.
concert. No, I mean
Like
it
the
could be
Hannah
huge.
Montana movie.
I literally said Hannah Montana. Yeah, no, I mean, I love her. I think she's great. I think it's cool she's on Team Miley, not Team Blake. I think Miley and her are probably having fun together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think it's cool to watch Miley like bring out the countryside of her when she sings when they work together because you associate Miley with pop now.
What are you laughing at?
No, you associate Miley with pop now, so it's cool to see Miley like visit her countryside with Ashland. We talked about Davon. Let's talk about Brooke.
I
She
love
sang-
Brooke.
She sang "What About Us" by Pink. So again, this is what I literally say week after week, but like really challenging to cover a song and get in the top 10 when that song is in the top 10 chart on its own right now.
I was so disappointed with the sound mixing.
Oh,
Like,
really? Was it like you could hardly hear her? I said
Exactly,
that.
yeah.
It
It was
definitely took away
so bad.
from it. I actually listened to her on iTunes after, and it sounds much better there.
I was gonna say if you
Yeah.
weren't focusing on her, then you didn't realize how good she
Because
was.
they had these
'cause she did a
banging
really
drums.
Good job.
Like
Yeah.
what the heck was that? It was like
And her background singer with like her mic was way
Was
too
louder.
high.
Was louder than
Yeah,
hers.
Way too high.
what the heck? That's all
Come
I
on,
gotta say.
come on, NBC.
I
Or-
like the drums.
I did too, but it was too loud. Like
They
and
didn't
she's so beautiful
project
too.
her
Oh,
voice
She's
the way that it
beautiful.
should be.
I
Yeah.
think she's
love her.
so likable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything we're saying that we didn't like out of her performance is not in her control.
nothing to do with her,
Which
yeah.
sucks because ultimately, but I mean, we talked about this. I feel like the performances aren't going to make that much of a difference unless
Yeah.
someone literally bombs. Unless they trip, they
no,
fall, they forget their words.
Even Adam Cunningham last week forgot the words, and he's still here.
That's true.
Yeah.
love
He
it.
Nobody
went
noticed though.
bottom two
But
the last
he's,
2 weeks.
yeah, and I'm going to
Nobody
say, but
noticed.
yeah, it's still going to bring you on the bottom. But
Yeah.
everyone's incredible. I really, really, really like her.
I do too. She's so unique. She
Yeah.
brings so much power to her voice.
She reminds me of Jordan Sparks.
She does.
Oh, I totally
That's
see
such
that.
a good
A better
point.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah, so I think she's probably
Stronger.
going to go pretty far. I'd love to
Both of them are a
see.
lot stronger.
I think Pink was a great call for her to cover, and I'd
Yes.
love to
Yes.
see more of that. Maybe like
Wasn't
some
this
old
last
school
week,
Pink.
right?
Yeah, right
I
now
love
we're looking
that
at last
song.
week. She was wearing
Okay.
her hair down this week with like the big earrings. She looked very cool. She always looks cool. I love that the color they have her hair right now. I don't know.
I love how they have the Indian tribe like symbols going on,
Yeah.
like in the floor.
Oh yeah, I
I
saw
thought that was cool. It was a
that.
really nice touch.
It was all about her and
Yeah.
trying to show out more of her personality and where she's from and her culture,
Mm-hmm.
which I commend Miley for doing that because not every coach takes time in doing that.
Yeah, I feel like Miley like really genuinely tries to get to know the people on her team and like empower them for who they are. And,
Yeah, which is
is
so
pretty cool.
awesome.
I know, but she
Yeah.
had a loss this week. That's so sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
She did.
She did. I think Janice.
Janice.
Oh yes, yes,
Janice is
yes,
Team
yes.
Miley.
I'm sorry, I was
Oh, no,
focused
sorry,
on
not
her.
Brooke.
She
Yeah,
thought you
yeah,
were talking
yeah.
about
okay.
Brooke somebody died in Brooke.
Yeah.
So deceiving because I did the same thing
Yeah.
earlier. I'm watching this and I think
I
they're
thought you were talking about her. I was
something
like,
else.
she had a loss. Like,
Like a
what
really
happened?
serious-
Yeah.
No, we're saying Miley.
Yes,
and how
Miley
we're so
had it,
impressed with
yeah.
her.
I got you.
She
I'm
was.
here.
Okay.
Anyway, next up was Adam Cunningham. I mentioned him a second ago. He sang "American Girl." Excuse me, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Sorry, I just choked.
I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I like Adam. Like, he's gone bottom 2 last couple weeks. I think he's maybe having a little bit of a hard time, like, finding his audience. I thought it was a good cover of the song. It was kind of exactly what I would expect from him. I don't feel like Team Adam is as strong as it has been in the past. I feel like he's maybe, like, the weakest team at the moment, in my opinion, if I had to, like, pick who's
Well, he did get shafted the whole time.
He did, and they were like talking smack while like during all the blind auditions. So like I don't know how Adam was supposed to get anyone good on the team because Blake was like bullying him.
I wish they would lower the banter a little bit.
The banter, yeah.
Especially during blind auditions when they're trying to convince them, especially if there's multiple chairs that turn.
Yeah.
And they're trying to convince the artist who to pick. I wish it would focus more on like what they could do for them and not, oh, I won, oh, that person this, oh, that person hasn't won in 4 years, oh, that person this.
Well, at J-Hub
just, like, I
Productions,
turned
we
my
win
chair
in different
first.
countries.
Yeah.
At J-Hub Productions, we give credit where credit is due.
J-Hub
It really does.
production.
It influences the decision of the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But I did like that some of them, they came in with a different mind, were like, I definitely want Jennifer, but like, I'll take Miley. You
No,
know,
I love
and
when
they-
that
But
some of them
it was
changed
only
their mind.
between like Jennifer and Miley. Or Blake.
Well,
Not
I-
really Adam.
I like the
feel.
banter after they've already chosen their teams. Not
Like during
trying
the
to put
lives?
the other, like, yeah, Adam got put down a lot. I don't know if they just
I
edited
don't
it
like
that
being
way.
People put down, yeah.
But
I
they
agree.
kept putting him down, like, oh, when's the last time you've won? And the poor guy, you know, these people on stage, like, which one should I pick? Who's gonna give me the win?
Yeah.
And they're like, you're right, he sucks. I'll go with you.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Like he doesn't know how to defend himself? Never mind.
Someone who we all felt very strongly about last week, Cheyenne Jones. I think she's 15 years old. She sang "Listen" by
baby.
Beyonce. Yeah, this was a really, really powerful performance. She was like sitting on the bench in that dress, and again, very hard to cover Beyonce. Like
Very
not an easy
hard.
feat. I thought she did a good job. I like this performance. It wasn't my absolute favorite from Cheyenne, but it was still really good. Week after week, she, delivers. Team Jennifer is perfect for her. I think that they are gonna go to the end together.
I feel like I needed to see it in person or hear it in person.
Yeah, it was more of an
Because
intimate
for
performance.
some reason, it didn't translate through the television the way
I mean,
that
just look at this set.
I believe
it's like,
it should have.
It's like a big tree,
It's
and
like a fantasy.
I felt like I was like walking through the park or something. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this.
You didn't like it? I liked it.
No, I liked it. It's just crazy because it's like I feel like think about like going from like singing at your high school to then like having this full on like set built for you. So I
It's
feel like
it's our mini concert.
crazy.
I would have been so extra with it. I would have been all over that.
Oh, yeah.
set.
Climbing that.
You know who was
I
so
would've been on the
extra?
piano, like.
Darby Ann Walker from a few seasons ago, she went so extra on Team Miley. Like whenever for the live shows, she went big. There was like flowers and rainbows and like lights and. It was
As she
insane.
should. Good for
Oh yeah,
her.
she like,
yeah.
was so.
I would too.
Her sets
Oh, yeah,
were always
poppin'.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, like hers was
I'd be extra.
I'd have drummers and background. You wouldn't even be able to hear me.
I'd be rolling on the floor.
I would too. I'd be wearing crazy outfits, doing my hair crazy, everything.
Yeah, same.
I feel like if I was an artist, this would be my dream stage because it's so dark. You really don't see everyone else out there like watching you.
That's true. I feel like all the performances
performing
last night were really
yourself.
dark.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't see you. It's so dark. I was like, did a light go out? Like,
No, for a second I was like, did she cut her hair? What is she wearing?
it's a ponytail, but you can't even tell. No, I
can't
literally felt like that
see.
with all the performances last night. I was like, are they here? It would start out and like all the lights would be off and they're singing, but I'm like, I can't find you.
I
Like,
should have brought a flashlight.
and then the light like didn't even
Zoom.
come on. I was like,
Beyonce's
she's
such a
poor
hard
girl is
artist to
singing in the
cover.
dark.
That song's probably one of Beyonce's hardest songs to cover.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I agree.
I've noticed that everyone that they said they would want to do a dream collaboration with, they've done their songs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm
At
sure
least
that-
this week she did it, and then Davon did it with
Whitney.
Whitney. And they both said that was their dream collaboration.
Well, I think it's probably their one chance to like really cover their icons. You know, like these they could go home any week at this point. Any of these guys, and so I think if they
Just
have the
gotta do it.
opportunity to put it all out there.
it can either work for you because if you're covering a song by Beyonce, it's going to get hits and views and searches, or you're going to have the people that are the diehard Beyonce fans, and no matter what you do, you could
Yeah.
be incredible. They're going to say you're not Beyonce.
The Beehive.
It's a double-edged sword. It can go amazing or it could go against you.
You know what song I really feel like she would have nailed that they sang last week is Love on Top. I feel like Cheyenne would have killed that song.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a more
Like-
animated song too.
Yeah, but she has
This
that
was
squeakiness
slow.
in her voice to do
Yeah.
it. And I
Yeah.
think it would have fit perfect. But
This is merciless.
I feel like I'm so
not opposed to
confused
next
on
season.
who's going to win.
I know. Well, speaking of who's gonna win, we have to talk about Red Marlow.
I love Red.
and Dan Marlow.
What? Oh,
Dan
Dad Marlow. Yeah.
That was his first time on a plane. He went to go see his son perform
So
at The Voice.
sweet.
That's so
I
cute.
just wanted to hug him. I wanted him to be my friend.
He
Yeah.
sang Garth Brooks' "The Dance," which I think like him singing Garth Brooks. Literally, we called him Garth Brooks last
Yeah.
week. Remember, like this guy's like Garth
Yeah.
Brooks, and then he shows up this week. He's watching our after show. Blake
Hey,
is obviously
Red.
watching our show and got the idea from us. You're welcome, Blake Shelton.
No, he's not watching it because we told him to do something out of the realm.
True,
So
but-
clearly he's
No,
watching
I-
it and not taking our advice.
it's-
One of the two.
it's-
He's like, I'm going against everything
It's
they
rough. Yeah. Okay. So my thoughts on this is like, he's amazing and he's gonna go far and he deserves to go far. I'm getting a little bored with the same thing every week is what it feels like to me. Garth Brooks is maybe a little bit different than like the super, super old school country he was doing the past few weeks, but I don't know. I like him, but again, like I'm not like connecting to him on an artist level where like I love him and need him to win. Like I think he is gonna go top 3, but
Yeah.
Do you guys notice the way that they shoot him and his camera angles? They make it look like it's an AMA performance.
yeah, like I feel like he's
He's one of the only people that gets shots like that.
like the side and like the from a below.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know.
And it's very HD the way that it's done.
Yeah.
I just think they already know he's gonna be an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he
And
is.
so
yeah.
that's
He is an
why
artist, you know?
that's why they take it safe. You know, I think we talked about this in the first episode or two about the contracts they have when you're found on these shows. I'm sure they have a contract with The Voice or with the whoever the
NBC Universal.
no, not just NBC Universal, but also I think that they have a say in it too.
Oh, the coaches?
The coaches.
Uh-huh.
And they're just branding him as a country artist. They don't want him to expand or go left or right. And I feel like they're doing that with Noah as well.
Yeah.
Because they know that those two, I can say those two no matter what. I feel like if they make it in the top or not, or they leave tomorrow or they leave next week, well, there's no tomorrow, but you know what I mean? Next
Yeah.
Monday or Tuesday, they're going to be artists no matter what. He's
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
a country performer
And that's her
no
lane.
matter what. And Noah's going to be some pop artist on Victoria's Secret 2023, I call it now.
Yeah.
I
You know
want
what?
to see him collaborate with Bruno Mars. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. No, I was just gonna say I feel like I would want to see him perform without a guitar, and just really focus on the song.
Yeah, he had his
Like
guitar again.
no, yeah, red. Like no distractions, nothing, and just him singing a song from the heart. Like that's what I want to hear from him. Like he has the power to do it. I really want to see that.
I want to see him smash the guitar.
Yeah, like,
like
ah,
just
like,
like
boom,
just
like,
Like,
boom.
wow,
you know,
that was out of
just
left field.
really feel it because he can get to that point. Like he has potential to do that.
Right.
He's so talented. So for him to just take that extra step, be like a killer.
I agree. So who do you guys predict? I think every week we kind of change our minds.
Yeah.
But who do you think is going to the end? This wasn't my vote last week, but this week I'm saying Noah. I'm saying like Noah for sure. Last week I think I was like dancing on the Cheyenne line, and I don't know, I think all over the place, but I feel like Noah solidified it for me this week and go into the final 2 at least.
I think it'll be between, well, obviously Red's going to be up in the top 3.
Yeah.
But Brooke is definitely going to claw her way to the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's one of my front runners.
What about you?
Chloe.
Chloe.
Yeah, and then
She's
now
good.
I with Addison too. She climbed out there for me.
Yeah. Lina, anyone?
I mean, I love Addison, Chloe, and Brooke. I would love to say that any 3 of those girls are going to win. I think
Yeah.
Noah's going to win, just because kind of gauging off how the viewers are judging. But I'll just say that I do think, like I said just a minute ago, that no matter what, Red and Noah are going to be artists out of The Voice.
I
A lot
completely
of them
agree.
are gonna be like
Yeah, and I hope
have something.
I hope that like one of these guys from this season like really proves the like I don't want to call it a curse, but like the theory wrong that like no one really gets huge after this show, because these kids and adults are all so damn talented. They
Yeah.
deserve to be like real artists performing at the Grammys and at the CMAs and wherever the heck they want. I want to see more of that from this show.
Yeah.
And I don't know like if they need to go get managers or agents or whatever after that are really going to help them, or if the show needs to do more, whatever it is. Like I want to see one of these people make it big.
It's also, too, you have to remember, it's an
Publicist.
oversaturated talent show market,
It
specifically
is, but right
on
now,
singing.
now it's not like American Idol comes back soon. But right now, The Voice is the only one on air.
And they just won an Emmy.
They did.
No.
So right now is
it's the biggest
It's
one.
the
just
time.
publicist. If you are on this show right now
Go
and
get a
you get
publicist.
eliminated next week, you need to get a publicist. Like tomorrow, you need to book every morning show. You need Good Day LA. You need Fox LA. You need
Yeah, it's
Channel
true.
5. You need everything, and you need to be there and be prominent, because that's what will get you your
Like
career.
Carly, I follow her on Instagram. She's doing performances all the time.
Yeah, Carly
She's
Webster. Yeah.
every weekend she's booking gigs back to back. Like she
As she
really
should.
wants it.
Yeah.
And she has the drive, and she's also, you know, relatively young. She's not as young as Addison,
She's
but
like in college. Yeah.
she's
gotta
hungry
hustle.
for it. And if you have hunger and you have
You'll get
talent,
it.
when timing meets opportunity, boom.
Yep.
And I think that all of these ones now have this platform to use like these millions of people that are looking at them, these eyeballs on them every week. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see what next week has to bring. We have our top 10 next
So
next
hard.
Monday, which is
I
crazy.
don't know who's gonna go
I think after
home.
top 10 we go down to 9, and then eventually they do like a big cut. It's crazy. I think the finals is like the final 4. I think that's how The Voice works. We only have a few more weeks I
Yeah.
think of this show, but
3 or 4.
Who do you guys think is going to get cut next week? I think it's going to be somebody from Team Adam.
Probably. I don't know. I think it really comes down to the performances
It's
next
so
week.
hard.
Yeah. We'll have to
can't-
see who does
know.
what. But if they want to continue the conversation with you guys, do we have anything else you want to add?
I was gonna say Janice caught us off guard, so
Yeah, she did.
we never know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, John got us off guard. Like, I don't know.
Like
they're all-
very beginning.
Yeah, they're
Started
all-
off with
But I
John.
feel like
Bam.
I do feel like we've all said it today. At this point, everyone's gonna surprise us. If
Yeah.
everyone gets
Yeah.
cut, we're gonna be like, what happened?
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it'll be a surprise every week at this point. But if they want to continue chatting with you on social media about these artists or really anything, where can they hit you up?
You can find me all over the internet at Lina Noory, and make sure you tweet me who you guys think is gonna go home next week, because I'm curious to see, because I have no idea at this rate.
I don't either. Hey guys, my name is Mayte Carrillo. You can follow me everywhere at Mayte Carrillo _.
And I'm Russell Ray. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Russell Ray Silva.
And I'm Dani Golub. You can find me everywhere at Dani Golub. You can also let us know in the comments below who you think's going home next week.
Yes.
So we'll see you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.